Hey everyone, this is Sal from Geek.com, and I'm here at the Alienware M11x R2. We're getting a lot of questions about this system, specifically what the R2 means and that sort of thing, so I wanted to do a quick rundown. We already did a full review of the M11x when it first came out, as well as an unboxing of this R2. So check out those if you want details, but here we go. So basically the R2 is the second revision of the Alienware M11x. When the Alienware M11x came out, it was a big hit, but it was revved after, I don't know, I think it was under 6 months with the R2 coming out. So the R2 addressed basically two issues. One, it introduced NVIDIA's Optimus, which is a dynamic graphic switching system. So the original M11x had switchable graphics, but you had to switch manually. So if you were going to play a game or something like that, you could switch to discrete graphics. If you wanted to maximize battery life, you could switch to integrated. It was a good system, but it was a bit of a pain. Optimus will do that automatically using NVIDIA's drivers. So the drivers will recognize, say that a game is coming on, and it will switch to the discrete graphics away from integrated. So it's a pretty good system. It has some flaws because those drivers do have to be updated and that sort of stuff. But you could override them. Uses a whitelist. It downloads from NVIDIA. So you could update that periodically. It's been a pretty good system, but it's not perfect. The other change with the M11x R2 is the use of Core i processors. The M11x only used Core 2 Duo. The M11x rolls out Core i5 and Core i7 options. So as for this specific model, well, anyway, sorry. So those were the changes. There's some. That's really it of note. Those are the two big changes. People wanted better LCDs and they wanted this and that. Those things didn't come. It was really those two. So, as for this specific model, I want to do a quick rundown of this too, because people have a lot of questions about the build as to what system they should get and that sort of thing. This isn't my recommendation. This is just what I'll be testing. So if you want recommendations, you could leave a comment and some people will help you out. Anyway, so this system, this M11x R2, runs the Core i7 640M processor. Hold on, let me check on that. Yeah, the Core i7 640UM rather. That's about a $165 option. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for everyone because you're not getting a big boost in power, but it is nice to have. This system also runs 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is definitely awesome to have, but you could always upgrade the RAM yourself. That's also another expensive option. I think it's actually not that bad. Dell only charges $50 for the RAM, so that's not terrible. And then this system has the 500 gigabyte hard drive. Only you know how much storage space you need, but it's nice to have a little bit extra room in there. That option is a $160 option, so that one's pretty expensive. And that's $160 over the standard 160 gigabyte hard drive. It's $80 over a 320 gigabyte disk. So all those put this system at $1,324, which is really pricey for a system with an 11.6 inch display. So not everyone's going to max it out like this one, but this is what we got to look at, so this is what we'll be using. Yeah, I mean, at that point you're almost looking at an M15X, so unless you're like want to maximize the amount of power you can get in a smaller machine like this M11X, then you probably don't need to go that high end. Or you could ditch some of the other upgrades, do an aftermarket SSD upgrade, and really feel like you have a much more powerful system than you actually might, because you could really feel the difference when you're using SSD. But yeah, sorry for the boring video, but there's a lot of talking here. I really just wanted to run through the differences between the M11X and the M11X R2. There's a bunch of reviews online if you want to get into more specifics about the implications of Optimus and how the Core i5 and i7 processors differ than the Core 2 Duo. Big picture, this isn't a tremendous jump. If you have an M11X, you don't want to throw it in the garbage and get the M11X R2. If you were holding off with the original one, then the R2 was a pretty good pickup, which you did get the Optimus and the option for the new processors, right? You don't have to get the Core i5 or the Core i7. The Core 2 Duo is still available. It starts at $749. The Core i5 starts at $949, and as you can see with this system, it goes way up from there if you'd like. So check back this YouTube. Check back on this YouTube channel. I'll be doing some reviews. Some game testing on this M11X R2. So anyway, this is Sal from Geek.com. Thanks for watching.